everyone, today we'll be talking about women's language and debunking Lakoff's 1975 theory. We'll be talking about 4 aspects of Lakoff's 1975 theory, which are number 1, talking like a lady, number 2, the use of empty adjectives, number 3, the rule of tag question formations, and number 4, the substitution of superlatives. Gosh, why do women talk so much? I swear to God, my girlfriend never stops talking. She has to talk about this, talk about that, comment about this, comment about that. I just don't get it. Why does she...
Bro, can you calm down because you're talking too much, and let me tell you that in The Female Brain published in 2006, Luann Brezendine claimed that women say about 20,000 words a day, while men say about 7,000. This mirrored the stereotype of women talking 3 times as much as men. Mark Lieberman, a linguistics professor at the University of Pennsylvania, decided to investigate the research that supported such a claim. A review of 56 studies conducted by linguistics researcher Deborah James and social psychologist Janice Darkich found only 2 studies showing that women talk more than men, while 34 studies found men talk more than women. 16 of the studies found they talk the same, and 4 show no clear pattern.
The review demonstrated that the amount that people talk depends on the status of that person in which the conversation occurs. It means that in a formal or public settings, the people who talk more are the people who have the highest status. It is individual people, not categorized of male or female.
Women's language. What is so mysterious and endearing about it that a lot of research are done about it?
Is women's language really that hard to understand? And are women still talking the way they adjusted it?
So, according to Lakoff's 1975 theory on talking like a woman, women use largely stock words related to their specific interests, such as precise color terms or swing terms that do not ever exist in men's dictionaries. Okay, we are still talking about Lakoff's theory here, by the way. Take colors for example. When you show a woman the color purple, they might say that it's lavender or lilac colored, but to men it's just a color, it's just purple. And it doesn't even mean more than that. Okay, I'm going to debunk this in a proper, debatable manner. No fights, no emotion. Okay, so first of all, Lakoff's theory on talking like a woman totally don't make sense, because for one, I have 0 clues on sewing terms and I'm a woman. Does that make me a disgrace to the female population? I don't know. Besides that, the world has progressed way past for the need of the phrase talking like a girl. Meanwhile, here are some video examples that I found on the internet to support my claims.
911, what's your emergency?
This girl's talking shit on Twitter.
Wait.
She says she hates Zayn Malik.
What's her at right now?
Hey, what's up?
You want to know what's up? You're supposed to be my friend, and all you do is judge me. Bing.
Oh, her body is sick.
You were hating over there, weren't you, Miss J?
I was really hating her because she has my old waistline.
Mine too.
Modeling.
How hard can it be?
Girl, look what you girl see. Put pressure on the fabric. You can put pressure on the fabric. Not monkey paw. Modeling with your entire body from head to toe. And don't lose your neck. Please.
To be fair, the term talking like a lady should just be disregarded, abolished, because everyone is free to express themselves the way that they want to. If we are being hypothetical here though, male designers talk like lady too when they talk about designing clothes and fabric and fashion. Okay, now I'm tired of explaining. Can someone please take the wheel away from me? Okay, to the left.
No, I don't want. Ask Wawa to do it. Wawa, you go tell them.
Oh my god. Girl, I want to, but I'm too shy. Ask Lyra.
Nah, why me though? It's not my turn. Ain, can you please?
Alright, let's move on to the second point. In Lakoff's theory, it is stated that women use empty adjectives in their sentences. Empty adjectives such as charming, lovely, adorable, divine, and so on. But it is debatable whether these examples of empty adjectives that Lakoff uses are actually empty. In certain contexts or situations, these empty adjectives may actually have profound meaning or little to no meaning at all. Perhaps when a word becomes overused, that it becomes cliche, it starts to sound empty. These days, it is very common to see not only women but also men using empty adjectives in their sentences.
Adorable.
Alright, that is all from me. Now on to Ida for the next point.
Okay, now I'll explain about the rule of tag question formation. Based on Lakoff research once again in 1975, women usually use tag question technique to avoid committing to a statement. When we add tag question at the end of each sentences, we are actually avoiding conflict with the person we are talking to, as we neither ask for agreement or changing the statement. However, in 1976, Bowman find that in a classroom setting, women and men use about the same number of tag questions. This means that it's not only women who use tag question frequently, as men also use tag question. In 1977, Lapadet and Sisagai found that in informal conversation, men use twice as many tag questions as women use. In addition, Dubois and Crouch found men participants in professional conference use 33 tag questions while women use 9. Okay. Here I'm going to give a few examples by giving screenshot of my conversation with my male friend who like to use tag question in our daily conversation.
I know that I told you that I'm shy, but I'm not the same person that I was 3 minutes ago. So let me tell you about the last point, which is the substitution of absolute superlative, which is very similar to tag questions by adding so instead of very. For example, I like him so much, or I feel so unhappy. It is a way of backing out of committing oneself strongly to an opinion. It is hard to say that women are more likely to use substitute absolute superlative than men because there are a number of men who likes to use intensifiers as well.
Charlie D'Amelio! Thank you so much for being here! I'm so excited we are finally getting to film a video together. I feel like it's really cool too because we're so used to seeing some of the biggest welcome!
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited that you're here!
So
Oh my god, you guys, so Plastique is joining us live right here from season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Literally so damn beautiful, so gorgeous, a legendary drag queen. So for today's video, we thought it would be so much fun to do like a full...
To end this presentation, I will let Miss Kartini Jasmine to wrap it up. Bye!
Well, thank you to my other three friends for explaining on Lakoff's 1975 theory that totally does not apply to today's world. Girl, we are in 2020. We got no time for gender segregation or gender biasing or specifying what kind of way a person should speak. Okay, anyways. Overall, there is a problem with her method. Lakoff examines her own intuitions rather than a collective corpus of data. Using this method may direct the researcher to merely describe her own ideas. Thus, Lakoff's work should also be regarded as a product of the androcentric ideology. So these words were said by Mizukami in 2011. And I totally agree with Mizukami because Lakoff's theory is just based on her perception towards language, and there's not much empirical data to support her claim. So personally, this is an attack to the female population. You know, Lakoff is a woman. I can never think that a woman is capable of dragging another woman down. Like, her whole theory is based on dragging women. Like, she make women sound so weak, so fragile, so emotional. But when in fact, in this 20th century, we are nothing like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being emotional, there's nothing wrong with being weak and fragile sometimes, but that is not only reserved for the female population. Male population can be weak, can be fragile, can be emotional whenever they want to. So you can't just specific, oh, a woman talks this way and a man talks this way. So the five of us are very, very keen on debunking, and we definitely disagree with Lakoff's 1975 theory because it just does not play in today's context anymore. It's outdated and we don't want it, and she should have just kept that one in the drafts. But I do not deny that thanks to her research, more other research came in, and in order to object her, in order to debunk her, we need to think of our own theories and we need to conduct our own investigation. So thank you to her 1975 theories. Many other scholarly articles came after that criticizing her theory. That's all from our group. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Stay safe at home. Please use your mask and sanitizer when you go out and practice the new norm. Bye bye.